They're back there. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being so quiet. You're in for a treat this afternoon, the 8th grade play. For those of you who might be interested in drama at some point, you in the younger grades, this is something to inspire you. Thank you, cast members behind me, for your dedication and work. Thank you, they're saying you're welcome. Thank you, Mr. Burchett, for your tireless efforts. Thank you, DeYoungs, for sound and lighting. Appreciate that. There's many hours that go into play production, musical production, and lots of good work. So be good audience members. Feel free to laugh. Feel free to clap appropriately. And enjoy. But before we get started, why don't you bow your heads and pray with me. Father God, we thank you for a Friday. We thank you for our lives and that you give us talents and abilities, all in different areas. Lord, I pray that you would bless the actors, that they would remember their lines, that they would feel a calmness. Be with the audience as we get to enjoy it. And Lord, we just give you all the honor, glory, and praise for all the talents and abilities that we have. Bless all our efforts in everything that we do and help us to look to honor and glorify you. In your name we pray. Amen.
We are not here to put on a play.
If you came to see a play, hope you'll be disappointed.
That's right. We believe that putting on a play is a bad idea.
A horrible idea.
A rotten idea.
We are going to do a period. So don't ask.
Don't plead.
And whatever you do, don't beg.
We're out here, and you guys are probably wondering why.
That's right.
We're out here with a message.
We're out here with a warning.
That's right.
We're out here to teach you
23 reasons not to be in a play.
reason number 1.
Play steak.
We have so many reasons to share with you all that we need your help keeping track. So when we say, reason number, you help fill in the blank. Ready?
Reason number 2.
That was really, really pathetic. I think we need to try again. Ready?
Reason number 2.
There we go.
Better.
When you were in 2nd grade, you had a teacher named Miss Griswold. When she came in every morning, she said,
"Now, students, pay close attention. Focus, focus, focus is the key to success."
She used amazing methods using construction paper and popsicle sticks. She turned ordinary questions into games of chance that you would always lose.
Miss Griswold, can I go to the bathroom?
I don't know, may you?
What?
May you go to the bathroom?
That's what I'm asking, can I?
I'm assuming that you can, but I don't know yet if you may.
Miss Griswold, I really have to go.
Then you can go.
Thank you.
But you may not go until I have given permission.
You just did.
By that time, you had either made a puddle on the floor or you had run out of the room in desperation. A crime for which you paid by writing, "I will not run out of the room" in desperation 7 million times with her breathing on you until you got it done. Miss Griswold.
Miss Griswold.
She decided to put you in a play.
You were in 2nd grade, still in your formative years.
The play was about loving the earth, and you spent weeks with your hands and paper mache putting together the costumes and the props.
It's only 7 years old and still terribly impressionable.
It was a play Miss Griswold wrote, and it had lines in it like,
If we don't get busy and plant all those seeds, the earth won't be able to meet all our needs.
No, Emily. Put more emphasis on the word need. I really want you to experience that word fully. Do you understand? Say needs. Needs. Say it like you mean it. Needs. Say it like it's important. Needs. Say it as if I'm going to take you home and put you in a hot oven if you don't say it right.
Needs.
Much better.
You are small for your age. Everything's so intimidating to you, especially Miss Griswold.
Miss Griswold.
She made you put on a tree costume. It itched like you had lice all over your body. When you tried to turn your head, you faced the inside of the tree, and you couldn't see.
Miss Griswold, I can't see.
Oh, quiet. Now, Emily, how are you going to say needs? With feeling, with passion. I do not want to go in your oven. Stop crying, we're about to go on. Now, where's my little head of broccoli?
Miss Griswold,
Why am I about to start?
You were inside of a tiny tree costume for which you could not see, and all you saw was the darkness around.
You had to take tiny steps just to keep your balance. Only 10 minutes in the play, Jane Gibbons, dressed as a skunk, bumped into you. You fell.
Down, down, down. Your short and unhappy life flashed before your eyes.
You lay on the floor for the rest of the play because your arms were chapped at your sides. Everyone had forgotten you were still inside the tree and began to sit on you during their scenes.
Such stress.
The papier-mâché buckled over your face, and you were sure your classmates dressed as chipmunks, skunks, and flowers were going to come crashing through your costume and suffocate you. Hour after hour, you could only lay there as your classmates recited their horrible lines.
Oh Earth, we love you like crazy. We're sorry we sometimes get sloppy and lazy.
Trees all around like maple, beach, and ash. Should never put up.
It's all the trash.
By the time everyone was done and exited the stage, you were still up there, a fallen and forgotten tree, feebly calling for help. And by the time your mother found you, you had given up or gone to sleep. And in that sleep, you had your first nightmare when Mrs. Griswold with a giant tree coming at you in 1,000 places to obtain from her branches. You couldn't run, you couldn't scream, and you couldn't move. And that dream can attack night after night for weeks and months.
A classic case of post-traumatic stress.
So anytime you hear something about a play, you smell papier-mâché and you see the inside of the tree. And you hear Miss Griswold's voice saying,
Needs.
and you walk away very, very quickly.
Reason number 3.
Because you're a fast talker, you come from the family of fast talkers, such a deep and fast talker, you definitely hear it. You memorize your lessons, but you say way too fast. You know your director would say.
Take it slower.
And you knew you're supposed to take it slower, so you tell yourself over and over, talk slower. But then you get worried. When you get worried, you get tense, and you get tense, talk even faster. So you know you're going to start to get angry, and he'd say.
You have to talk slower.
And you probably be screaming at yourself and beat yourself because you know you're still talking too fast. And you be getting nervous about it, talking too faster, so you know your director would start to lose pain and be screaming at you, saying. Slower! And you go so fast, you never took the bathroom, you go so fast, and your director would yell at you, and you hate it when he did that. So finally you just. Go get some water.
It's alright, she does it, she'll be back. Hello? Did I talk so fast that I actually faded?
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah.
Good thing I wasn't in play.
Reason number 4.
Because your older sister was in the play, and she loved it, so you have to hate it. It's a law.
Reason number 5.
So let's say you're in a play and you have to hold hands with the person next to you. The person next to you has these wart-like things on their fingers. And you're thinking the whole time you're holding hands with them how it feels like you're holding hands with a toad. And so you start imagining that these things are contagious and you start seeing yourself with these things all over your body. Your hands, your feet, your legs, your face, and even your navel, and you'll practically hurl. So being in a play is not worth the risk.
Reason number 6.
Because you remember Susie Jensen when you were 6 years old. You lived in a neighborhood filled with trees, fences, dogs, and old people, and only one other kid your age, Susie Jensen. Where's the opening? Hey! Since you were the only other kid Susie's age, you decided you must be her best friend.
Hey, best friend, let's go play.
Since amongst the trees, fences, dogs, and old people, there was only one other kid your age, your parents assumed you wanted to be with Susie.
Hey, look, it's Susie.
Go play.
But in truth, Susie Jensen, who bugged the living heck out of you, wanted to do the same thing.
Let's put on a play.
In every play, every single place, she wanted to be the same thing.
I'll be a fairy.
And then Susie the fairy would proceed to tell you every way you can enact her supporting role.
Okay, I'll be a fairy, and let's pretend that I got caught on a thorn bush, on a thorn, and you have to be the ambulance guy that comes to save me, okay?
Hour after hour with Susie.
I'll be a fairy and you be my wings. Stand behind me and flap, okay?
Day after day with Susie.
I'll be a fairy and you can be this evil dragon that eats dirt and spits on you. Go ahead, eat some dirt.
The weeks, the months, the eternities with Susie.
Okay, I'll be a fairy and let's pretend I broke my wings so I couldn't fly. And then I met up with Aladdin and he said I could borrow his flying carpet. You be the carpet, just lay down and I'll get on your back. And then we'll be like flying through the air, and then you can bounce up and down like we're hitting some rough spots. And then, oh yeah, you can be like this fairy-hating demon that pulls the carpet out from under me. You just have to roll over for that part. And then I win by hitting you over and over again on the head with my wand.
Susie Jensen, the torturing fairy of your childhood. So now when anybody mentions being in a play, you think of,
hey, it's Susie. You want to come over? We can be in a play. And I'll be a fairy, and you can be the bug that I accidentally squished to death.
And then you crawl up in a fetal position and refuse to eat or speak for a month. Reason number 7. Because meteorologists tell us that the beating of a butterfly's wings in South America can trigger a chain reaction that can eventually cause a hurricane to develop halfway across the world.
We can expect sunny skies for the next couple of days, absolutely gorgeous weather with a 10 to next 10. Our weather right now is dominated by a sweet and generous high-pressure system that should keep us happy for a good long time.
Putting on a play with its lines, movements, and all will generate a significant amount of wind and hot air that can eventually cause a hurricane to develop halfway across the world. Now, by consulting with the National Bureau of Weather Predicting Guides with their numerous calculators and clipboards.
If we take the barometric pressure divided by the average rainfall of the 8th most arid region of the Sahara Desert,
and we take the inverse proportion of the geometric isometric idiosyncratic quadratic equation.
And 2 plus 2 equals 4.
I think it's going to be a nice day.
And by consulting with the old people on park benches gumming 2 to fish sandwiches.
Shay, remember back in 54 when we had that hailstorm that took the roof off the old McGivens place?
That wasn't in 54, you ninny. That was in 58. 54 was when we had the ice storm that took the tree down. They said turpentine back.
We're gonna have a good couple days. My bunny's aching.
And my scalp ain't itching.
And my arthritis ain't flaring out.
My Alzheimer's ain't acting up.
My Alzheimer's ain't acting up. My Alzheimer's ain't acting up.
And by consulting with your stepbrother, who recently almost passed his 10th year of high school.
Yep, no clouds today. Guess I'll go outside.
Consulting with all these reasons on expert opinions on the weather, you can see the kind of disastrous weather that putting on a play will trigger.
If you've been assigned into vacation time, you should certainly take it. Wait a minute, this is just in. A sudden disturbance in the air has badly changed the forecast. Forget all that I just said. Rain, snow, sleet, hail, high winds are all about to cloud us in less than 24 hours. Expecting massive power outages. Normally, I would tell you not to panic. But in this case, panic!
These numbers can't be right. According to the algorithmic confabulation of the 10th power of the 39th parallel.
Adding in the square root of pi was the numerator sub-SS to the denominator.
And putting the USB in a little computer thingy, we see that
We're gonna get clobbered!
Feel this, Rain? Feel it pulsing? It hasn't pulsed like that since Winter Road 2!
It's for the bingo halls, except under the tables if you know what's good for you.
Where am I?
Causing massive power outages.
Who turned out the lights?
Food shortages, trembling in the streets, and widespread panic, all because
The cleanup of the biggest storm of the century has just begun. The governor estimates the damages will be in the billions. The nagging question is, what can you attribute this disaster to, Reed?
Somebody put on a play?
Reason number 8.
Play steak.
Reason number 9.
Because you're just too shy. You can barely get 2 words out in front of an audience. And whenever you have oral presentations, you just take a 0. And if they force you, you start to cry. A play hall, no, you just die from embarrassment. Staring at the lights, knowing that there are people out there judging you, judging what you're wearing, what you're saying, how you're standing, you'd be mortified. It's a completely unreasonable request. You're shy, remember? Hands freezing, armpits dripping, knees knocking, head pounding, shy. They might as well assemble a firing squad and tell you to stand up against the wall and be shot, right? Does this society require that you be in a play? Or why can't you just stand in a corner and be shy? You're just that way. If the script requires that you sing the ABCs opera style, do you have to do it anyways? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You're shy, remember? You can't sing opera, you can't be in a play, you just can't do it. Because you're just way too amazingly, incredibly, pitifully shy.
Reason number 10.
Because your mother wrote you a note that said, Mavis is allergic to plays. If she is in one, she will break out in hives and her legs will grow to 5 times her normal size. Please excuse her.
Reason number 11.
Because you'll get all done with the play, you'll get in it and you'll think, hey, that wasn't so bad. We got with the cast for pizza afterward, everyone will pretty much agree that the whole thing was a kick. Afterward, you'll talk a little while, you go home, you walk in the door, and you have this conversation with your mother. Hey.
Well, you're home.
I'm home.
You're a bit later than I thought you would be.
Pizza took a long time.
You had pizza.
Yeah.
I hope you didn't have any pepperoni.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? Did you have pepperoni?
I don't remember.
You did.
I don't remember.
If you're telling me you don't remember, then you would have had the pepperoni. Get your feet off the table. And the pepperoni always gives you gas.
Fine. Try not to get the gas.
It doesn't make any difference if you try or not. You'll get it. You're not going to be able to help it in your sleep.
Okay, I'll close the door.
Like that will help. You'll just fall up all night. When I open the door in the morning, I'm going to be killed.
It's not that bad.
You should not eat the pepperoni. Promise me you will never eat the pepperoni. It's not good for your system.
I promise. I promise. So, how'd you like the play?
Oh, it was good.
How'd I do?
You did fine.
And?
And what?
Well, you might as well go ahead and say it.
Say what?
Say what you didn't like about it.
I didn't say I didn't like anything about it. I said it was good. What's wrong with being good?
Good always has a butt attached to it.
What? I don't have a butt, except maybe the one I'm sitting on.
Very funny, Mom. Tell me.
I don't have anything to tell you. The play was good. You were good. You were good in the good play.
Oh, no, I know you do. You try to deny it, it's big.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. A majorly huge butt. It's hanging in the air above us.
Well, it will just have to hang because I don't have one. That's right.
It was good.
It was.
I was good.
You were.
Great. I feel good about myself. I'm going to bed now.
There was one thing.
I knew it.
I didn't say but.
There's one thing is the same as but.
It is not.
It is so.
All right, fine. Maybe it is. What do you want? Perfection? I'm your mother. A thinking human being, believe it or not. So when I go to a play or any other public function, I just might have a criticism or two. Is that a crime?
I am so tired.
So go to bed. I'll tell you about my butt in the morning.
Oh, no. Go tell me now.
You're tired.
I'm fine. Let me help you, Mother. Repeat after me. I like the play.
I like the play.
I liked your performance.
I liked your performance.
But... Oh, you fill in the blank. I'm listening.
Well, there were a few things, actually.
And then you'll be up until 2:30 in the morning, listening to the woman take that good feeling you just had and twist it like a dirty Kleenex. Reason number 12. Play stink.
Jake, wasn't that reason number 1 and 8? Could you tell us anything more? Could you be a little bit more specific?
Yeah. Plays stink a lot. In fact, they stink so much, they're the worst thing in the world. They're worse than your mother's cooking.
On that note, we believe it is time for a little break. Go to the bathroom, call your mother, eat a snack.
Check the oil, change your transmission, whatever you do during breaks.
If this were a play, we would call this little timeout a brief intermission. But remember, this is not a play.
This is a heavy dose of wisdom.
So take a break and come back alert. Come back ready to see our
23 reasons not to be in a play.
Before we begin again, some of you may be wondering why we've undertaken this cause of ours.
Some of you may be thinking, why so much energy on showing you why not to be in a play? We'll tell you why.
Because somewhere in this nation of ours, the natural order is being violated.
Yes, unbelievable and horrifying as it may seem, at this exact moment, some unsuspecting unsuspecting child may be bursting into her abode and happily shouting,
Hey, Mom, I'm going to be in a play.
And instead of the completely natural and normal response that child should get at such an ominous pronouncement,
Mom, where are you?
Tabitha, I'm here. What did you just say?
Whoa, whoa, Tab, did you just swear?
No, I just...
Oh, just giving CPR to my favorite neighbor cat. You know, George. He's always choking on yarn balls. I thought I heard my favorite little neighbor girl say something terribly disturbing.
Say it again, Tabitha. Slowly.
I got a part in the school play.
Oh, no! Oh, good heavens, no!
What were you thinking? What's wrong with you?
Oh, no.
I knew I should have moved after they found the cyanide in the water supply. Now this?
Where did I go wrong? I tried to be a good mother.
But
Mom, it's not your fault. Do you see what you've done?
Calling 911. I'm calling an ambulance.
I'm a failure!
I'm calling the...
Who are you gonna call?
Go
Ghostbusters!
That is a completely natural and appropriate response. Somewhere in this great but confused country of ours, this is happening.
Hey, Mom, Dad, Jenny. Hey, everybody.
What's up, Samers?
Who's doing all the yelling?
What's the matter, honey?
Everybody, I have something very, very important to say. It's big, it's serious.
This better be good, Squirt. I wouldn't, Samers. I've got crabgrass to murder.
I got a part in the play. I'm going to be in a play.
Oh, my God.
Congratulations! 360. You're missing a lot.
Sick!
Impossible as it may seem, children of all ages are continuing to contract this scourge called drama and are actually being congratulated for it.
Really sick. Reason number 13.
Abraham Lincoln.
What?
Reason number 14.
Because your father has a mental disease.
Dad, what are you doing?
don't mind me.
He has an affection for an inanimate object.
Dad, I'm studying.
Study away.
He is in love with his...
I'm just adding to the family archive with my ultra zoom, hyperpixelated,
extremely expensive digital camera. Not only is he compelled to take hundreds of photos of you and your fellow family members, he will show you every single one.
I like this one here. You look, I don't know, pensive.
Dad, please.
I know. Your mom's clipping the dog's nails. I'm gonna go get that.
Being in a play would be a golden photo opportunity in a normal family. In yours, it would be disastrous.
You're in a play?
Dad, don't overreact. You don't need to.
I need to get at least 50 shots of you at the moment I first found out.
He would go from neurotic to psychotic.
And then 50 more of me at the moment I first found out.
From annoying to insufferable.
Honey, that was a great first rehearsal.
Dad, all we did was read through the script.
I got 427 shots before I had to switch the batteries.
He will no longer be your dad. He will be a live-in digital photo stalker.
Here's one of you trying on your costume. Here's one of you trying on your costume half a second later. And here's one of you...
Dad, I need to get some sleep.
In a minute. Here's a great shot of your director trying to hit me with his clipboard. And here, he's about to call me...
It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
You know what? I think I'm going to buy another camera for opening night. I'll be able to capture every moment.
As the weeks go on, your patience will erode.
Dad, I'm warning you. Do not come to rehearsal.
Wow. Talk about definition. That vein on your director's forehead stands out like a swollen river.
As your father sinks deeper into his madness, your exasperation will rise to desperation.
Here's a great shot of you pulling your hair so hard the roots are bleeding.
Dad, no more. If I look at another picture, I swear I will not be accountable for my...
Okay, sorry.
You will snap.
Wait a second. Where's my camera?
You will commit a heinous crime.
I only set it down for half a second, and now I can't find it.
You will discover an evil side of you that you did not even know.
Oh my. What is that glinting out on the lawn? It looks like broken shards of glass and metal. Looks like the destroyed remains of my camera.
You and your father will never be the same again.
One second, camera. It's a good little camera. I used to take pictures with it until I got, can't handle it.
Okay. Reason number 15.
Overgrown zucchini.
Reason number 16.
Conjunctivitis.
Maya?
What?
Okay, whatever. Conjunctivitis.
Conjunctivitis.
Yeah, okay.
Reason number 17.
Because you have a little brother, 3 years old. You watched him last night when your mom was trying to get him to eat his peas.
Come on, sweetie, eat the little green things. No. You love peas. You ate them all up last night. Come on. No. Honey, what's the matter? These are yucky. Now, they're not yucky. You like peas. No. You have to eat the peas if you want some dessert. I don't want to eat the peas.
You thought to yourself, wow, that's a beautiful thing. No reasoning, no logic, just pure reaction.
Honey, why are you doing this? I will hate peas forever. No.
And you thought, wow, wouldn't that be nice to go back to that way of thinking? For no reason at all, when someone asks you to do something, you say, no, I don't want to. And you go with it.
You should be in a play.
No, I'm good.
Why not?
I don't want to.
You love plays. You used to do them when you were little. They'll help you grow big and strong.
No.
Why not?
I said no, thank you.
Everybody, Bobby is being completely unreasonable. Let's put on a play. No!
Wasn't that beautiful?
Reason number 18. Because when you're in a play, you never know, you might have your left hand pinky finger. Yeah, and the way science is going, I mean, you never know. Maybe the home door key to your health system might actually not be your heart, or your lungs, or your spine. It might actually just be your left hand pinky finger. And then when you're really, really old, and feeling really, really crummy, you hear the science people say that, and you'd be like, rats, that darn play, rats, rats, rats. Reason 19.
Because generally, you're very even-tempered. But there is a spot very deep down within you, like lava inside the earth, where you're
And a certain thing that can happen is when you are in a play, it's like a drill reaching that dangerous place inside you. Yes, exactly. This trigger, this drill, if you will, is something called...
You have your lines in the play, of course, and other actors have theirs. They're supposed to happen in a set order. But when an actor gets anxious, or perhaps selfish, they will come in too quickly, thus cutting off every last line.
It'll drive you crazy, this stepping on lines. You, once a sane and calm person, will feel yourself starting to boil. Yes, and when you boil, when this lava inside has been tapped, your voice will start to get higher and higher and louder.
The tension will cook like a pressure cooker, and then, to your utter embarrassment, the audience's utter shock, you'll just have to scream, "Stop stepping on my lines!" Anybody got time for that?
Reason number
half-inch plywood.
Oh, Maya?
Hello, Nate. How odd and entirely unnecessary of you to address me at this particular moment.
Well, I was just kind of curious
when
about
we should, for the sake of pace, be moving on with maximum expediency to the announcement of our next reason. Understand?
Yeah, it's just I was kind of
Unless you
confused.
have made it a top priority to question the veracity of the claims I proposed thus far.
No, it's not that. It's just the
Because such questioning would indicate a lack of trust in me, which trust is the very cement that holds any organization together.
Maya,
do you not trust me, Nate?
Well, no, not that I don't trust you, but like know that I don't not know trust.
Perhaps you think my reasons are akin to Jake's insipid and repeated plays stink. Is that it?
Hey, I don't know what insipid means, but I'm pretty sure that works.
Do not tax yourself, Jake.
You know what, Maya? You stink.
Ooh, I'm deeply hurt. You have wounded me to the very core.
You think you're so...
Hey, be quiet.
But she's...
Yeah, I know.
What I think Nate is trying to say, Maya, is not that he doesn't trust you, but that he, and many of us, and perhaps many of these people, are curious about the reasons you have presented. They're fascinating, but just a bit cryptic. Would you care to explain more?
Is that what you meant, Nathaniel? Or did you simply not know how to broach your distrust of me until a doll swept in and exonerated you with her euphemistic phraseology?
Kind of, but I just really...
Are you hoping that doll has just rescued your sorry hide, Nate?
Yeah.
As I thought, so be it. At the risk of insulting various intelligences up here and out there, I will elucidate how my reasons for not being in a play are not only valid, but absolutely correct. My first reason, Abraham Lincoln, long since remembered as one of our nation's greatest presidents, Mr. Lincoln was killed in a theater by an actor after watching a play. Does that make sense, Nate?
Yeah, I mean, I never said it didn't make sense.
My second reason, overgrown zucchini. At various points in history, audience displeasure at a poor theatrical performance has been expressed by the throwing of overripe vegetables. Given the cyclical nature of fashion, such a tradition could well return. And if, while performing in a play, one were clobbered by a projectile as substantial as overgrown zucchini, one might be rendered unconscious, perhaps even comatose. Any questions, Nate?
No, I was just kind of curious.
My reason, the third, conjunctivitis, also colloquially known as pink eye. This highly contagious and irritating malady can sometimes be spread amongst members of a play because they foolishly, wantonly share mascara in preparation for stage performance. Satisfactory, dear Nathaniel?
Yeah, I guess. I just kind of was
My
curious.
final reason, half-inch plywood. One more common error in theatrical construction, when amateurs, rather than professionals, are often engaged, is the utilization of too thin plywood for the construction of standing surfaces, also known as platforms. Specifically, these novices will construct platforms of half-inch rather than 3/4 inch plywood, thinking that 1/4 inch will not much matter. But when these insufficiently supported platforms are elevated several feet above the stage floor and are overloaded with too many uninformed actors, they may come crashing down to the stage, not only injured by the fall, but by the lethal shards of metal and wood that may impale them on the way down. Dear Nathaniel, are you now satisfied that my assertions are in fact valid reasons not to be in a play?
Maya.
What?
I never said I didn't like your reasons. You just didn't say enough. I just wanted you to keep talking because I really love your voice.
You like my...
Love it.
Well, then, indeed, this might well lead us into the announcement of another reason entirely.
Guess so.
Reason number 21. Because during the course of your involvement in a play, you might suddenly find you have an unexpected connection with another actor.
Keep talking. Please keep talking.
And your previously impervious intellect might suddenly be perforated by an unusual sensation.
Perforated. Beautiful word. Beautifully said.
You, once priding yourself on your logical detachment, might suddenly find yourself breathless.
And?
Faint.
Oh, yeah?
And flooded with... Oh, Nate.
No, Maya! Oh, you don't!
Reason number 22. Because at Campus Christian Middle School 2013, 4 key elements are poised to combine to spell out the destruction of the entire civilized world.
Whoa, the entire?
Civilized world.
That sounds like pretty much the biggest reason I've ever heard.
That's like a three-pointer.
Agreed. We need to start again. Reason number 22. Because at Campus Christian Middle School 2013,
Hey, they've heard it.
4 key elements poised to spell out the destruction of the entire civilized world. Yes, like highly reactive chemicals in a laboratory rusting shells apart. 4 dangerous events occurred all centered on Campus Christian Middle School, Kalamazoo, Michigan. First dangerous event. 4 ingenious techies are 8th graders at Campus Christian Middle School, known within their elite circle of pyro, flame, and nitro.
Dude, we're 8th graders. Dude, we own the auditorium.
Do we know the technology?
Dude, this is our year to rule.
Second dangerous event. The director of Campus Christian Middle School Drama Department, Mr. Burchett, wants a spectacular ending to the school play.
I want people to be astounded. I want them to be practically blasted out of their seats. I want the final moment of this performance be one of the high points of the audience members' lives. I want to be legend.
Third dangerous event. Corbell Amel, 97 years old, born and raised in Kalamazoo, Michigan, has released the secret ingredient.
Just a pinch of vinegar. That's the key.
To her world-famous whoopie pies for her daughter, Marilyn Grayson, who baked a large batch of the confections for her granddaughter, Dale Nixon, who brought them to the 8th grade drama department bake sale.
Try my great-grandma's whoopie pies. They're great.
Whoopie pies. Holy Toledo, these are amazing. Give me one.
I thought they does that. I'm gonna take it. I have to have another. Everybody wants whoopie pies. What do we do? Supply and demand. Dana, charge them $5 a pie.
I'll give you 10.
Why did you give me that whoopie pie?
Fourth dangerous event. The tiny, previously unknown island nation of Istano, Chino, Turkestanistan has decided to form a government and assert itself into the world stage. Though Istano, China, and Turkestanistan has virtually no exports, not the slightest inkling of a viable economy, they do happen to have nuclear long-range weapon capabilities. The Istano, China, and Turkestanians have decided that the quickest way to make their mark would be to declare war. And having no grudges whatsoever, they are currently engaged in searching for an enemy. How, might you well ask, are these 4 elements related? And how could they possibly combine to spell destruction of the entire civilized world?
We have that board.
It's a very big point.
Granted, now please, continue.
Let's observe the chain of events that have happened so far. First, Mr. Burchett, pyro, flame, and nitro with his vision.
I'm looking for the finale of all finales, gentlemen.
We talking major language, Mr. Burchett?
Let's get on, Pyro.
We're talking special effects, Mr. B.
The bigger the better, Flame.
Are we talking pyrotechnics, MB?
Pull out all the stops, Nitro.
Awesome! Wait, Captain Emanator, what kind of budget are we looking at?
The usual.
Bummer! At this moment, however, Daniel Nicholson made the second crucial connection.
Mr. Burchett.
Dana, what is it?
Mr. Burchett, you won't believe what just happened at Drama Club Big. So, my great-grandma's whoopie pies were like a phenomenon. We have sold last one for $75. I set up an online website and orders are just pouring in.
So you mean our drama budget
We're
this
gonna
year?
have all the money we can possibly need, Mr. Burchett. I gotta get back to the table. We're being mobbed.
Guys?
Dude!
With virtually limitless funds, the 3 techies have been toiling away in the auditorium, rewiring, reconfiguring, reaccommodating the space for the lights and pyrotechnics show of the millennium.
Dude, we could wire a cannon just over the proscenium and blast a ton of confetti right over the audience.
Yeah, and then we can rig up the speakers so we'll use super decibels that'll lift them out of their seats.
And then we can torch the flashbots.
The flashbots! Gnarly! Yeah!
Just days ago, they ran a test.
Okay, dudes, on 3. Play. You hit the plunger.
Got it.
I got the switch.
I got the control panel. Ready?
Ready.
Mr. Burchett, are you watching? This is about half of what we're gonna do. So you're gonna have to use your imagination, right?
Fire away, my techie punderkins.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Righteous! I am going to be legend.
This test, ladies and gentlemen, was not only witnessed by Mr. Burchett and his 3 techie minions, did not merely trigger a brief power outage in the tri-state area, caused a deluge of phone calls involving UFOs to the area police station. No, this test caught the attention of none other than the Stano-Chino-Kyrgyzstanians. Yes, the Stano-Chino-Kyrgyzstanians have centered their attention on Kalamazoo. They are watching, waiting for the slightest provocation for them to attack your school. Are you beginning to understand the seriousness of the event? Are you beginning to know what this means? If you give these 3 techie minions, fueled by Mr. Burchett's Quest for Immortality, funded by Grandmother Ammo's Whoopie Pies, if you give them any reason to put on a play, it can mean the potential beginning of World War III and the destruction of the entire civilized world!
Don't
destroy the world!
Don't